the electoral college votes here were 11, and on the streets of the city, there's a lot more police guards that are out, and all the businesses have put a lot of wood on their glass windows just in case any violence does happen. We're hoping that it doesn't get to that extent, but the city is really just trying to prepare for the safety precautions. And now that we do know that this state, the majority are Democratic voters, which is why Joe Biden won the 11 electoral college votes here. But so far, we're just mostly waiting for the swing states across the country.
Okay. According to Reuters report, Joe Biden will winning this election. So if Biden or Trump wins this election, how do you see the future of the United States in the next 4 years? What's the difference?
So right now it's very hard to determine when we will find out the results. It could take days, or we could know by tomorrow. That's really hard to know right now, but just from the two different candidates, we know that the changes are going to be extremely different. It will affect the Senate, the House, all of Congress is pretty much at stake, depending on who it is that wins. And of course, the response to the coronavirus as well, the pandemic, how if President Donald Trump wins, then we'll probably continue to keep seeing as many cases as we are seeing right now with him in the House. If Biden wins, he did show us through the debates that he has a much larger plan for the country, and much more plans that will relate to healthcare and more testing and making sure that we can really put a stop to this virus, where with the president right now, we didn't really see that. And of course, it will affect, if President Trump stays in the House, it will affect all the undocumented immigrants that are seeking asylum. It will affect all of the women that their futures are also at stake when it comes to abortions and their healthcare and everything like that. So I think that every single aspect of this country is really going to be determined and flipped completely by what we have now. If Biden does win, I think that all the minorities and all the groups that are underrepresented in this country will also be able to see more representation, especially with the Black Lives Matter movement that we've been seeing in the past few months. Like, that will also be affected as well. And it's a lot that's at stake here.
Okay. We can see the Florida, it's a 50-50. Donald Trump will tag Joe Biden. Trump says Joe Biden is a communism or socialism, and a lot of Latino will afraid. What's your opinion?
So it's with the Latinos, we've been seeing a lot that they are going to be a key to determining if President Trump will win, especially in states like Florida. It's very divided between the Hispanics in states like that. So I think that it's hard to tell. But I think I think it's a good thing to know that all the votes that we see up until this point, where the polls are showing that Biden is winning and the majority of these Latino voters have been voting for him, that's also because the majority of the Democratic supporters were voting through mail, and all those votes were able to be counted. And today, the majority of Trump supporters voted in person. So that's why all those numbers will change within every single group, especially the Hispanic group, of course, that we will see later on as the night goes on.